Hi there. June 24th, 2022. I'm Larissa. This is my Andy Warhol finger puppet. Andy Warhol. I'm going to do a card reading, talk about Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. Last name was actually Warhola. He's Eastern European. His family lived, he was born in Pittsburgh. He's buried in Bethel Park, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh, and spent the majority of his career in every place except Pittsburgh. And his background was in advertising and illustration. And Pittsburgh has the Andy Warhol Museum. It's a really nice museum. It really is. Andy Warhol was a weirdo and did a whole lot of different things, including writing. And he ultimately died from being shot by a woman who wrote a book that's called the Scum Manifesto. And SCUM stands for Society for Cutting Up Men. And I've met a couple people who knew Andy Warhol back in his party days, and they said that he was a real jerk. Pablo Picasso was supposed to be a big jerk too. He was really awful to his friends, in particular Gertrude Stein. Really, really awful to Gertrude Stein. They had a big falling out. I don't know. Andy Warhol, his book From A to B and Back Again, Philosophy of Andy Warhol. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting read. Reading his works and seeing recorded interviews with him and his mannerisms, I have to wonder that he seems to have been, to me, a person without conscience. He was very, very blasé and very, very removed. Very, very removed from humanity. And I think it's why his work was so very much focused on product, because he saw everybody and everything as product. He did not celebrate humanity, in my opinion. You have to wonder. Everybody loves his work. It's interesting when you see his work, it's not very well made. It's not finished well. Right? A lot of the pieces. Anyway. Love the Velvet Underground. He produced the Velvet Underground with Lou Reed. I love the Velvet Underground. But even that, particularly Venus in Furs, like that album, work with Nico, was really cold and was very anti-woman, right? Femme Fatale was a mean song. It was mean. Here she comes, you better watch your step. She's going to break your heart in two. It's true. It's not hard to realize. Just look into her false-colored eyes. She'll build you up to just put you down. What a clown. 'Cause everybody knows the things she does to please. She's just a little tease. See the way she walks. Hear the way she talks. Right? Song was written about Edie Sedgwick, who was, his girly, his right-hand girly friend. Andy Warhol was largely asexual, and he wrote about that, you know, being that way. And it's because he didn't see himself as a human, really. He saw himself as a product. But Nico, like, everybody made fun of Edie Sedgwick, and the art scene, the art world. I can't really say, while I still find Warhol's work compelling and interesting, I can't say that I see it as a positive influence on the art world, or, you know, some people say it was prophetic. He says, oh, your 15 minutes of fame. And I saw somebody making commentary recently about, oh, no, your 15 minutes of shame. Well, shame in the context of social media is far more reaching than 15 minutes, right? I made a joke in a video like 8 years ago about picking your nose and copying that. And then everywhere I went, people were picking their nose at me. Because people are stupid, are dumb animals. Dumb, mean animals. And I think Warhol is worth studying, but I don't think he's worth emulating. If I ever go back to Pittsburgh, maybe I'll go to his grave and dance on it. He did hate women. He did. It's very, very evident to me. In my opinion, as an artist, you know, looking at things, how they're made. I think Warhol hated women because he hated his mother. Like most repressed gay men, right? He was a gay man who chose to be asexual. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Always flat expression, deadpan. Very interesting. Femme fatale. Oh, that Nico. Velvet Underground and Nico. I'll be your mirror, reflect what you are. In case you don't know, I'll be the wind, the rain, and the sunset, the light at your door, to show that you're home. If you fear the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you. I find it hard to believe you don't know the beauty you are, but if you don't, let me be your eyes, a hand in your darkness, so you won't be afraid. When you feel the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you. I'll be your mirror. I'll be your mirror. Anyway, these days it's more about the shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather, isn't it? All right, so in the center, for the energy of the day, we have an upright Roman numeral 7, awareness, breaking through of the veil and seeing what's on the other side. Forces at play that you may not be aware of. We have a reversed Roman numeral 17, silence. Silent no more. Silent no more. Somebody's speaking up. And forces at play that you're probably aware of. We got 2 cards that came up in the reading today. We have a reverse number 6, compromise, the 2 samurais coming together. So no more compromise. No more compromise here. There's been enough compromise. And an upright number 5, totality. Reaching out to the other side. Joining sides. It's not a compromise. It's not a compromise. Someone's getting their way, right? And then course of action, we have an upright major arcana, the creator, and this is about the self as creator, not about God creator. The God card is the source card in this deck. That's the God card. That's where everything comes from. Creator, that comes from personal will and the engagement of one's personal will to make and create. And the outcome is a major arcana adventure, looking at things with the eyes of a child, wonderment of the world. What would that be like? Let's see what the angels have to say about it. So, on top of the awareness, we have the upright Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Sometimes you just gotta... I know, right? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And forces at play that you might not be aware of on the reverse silence. Somebody's speaking up now. We have an upright 7 of water, a complex decision, the need to do research. Stop procrastinating. And forces at play that you're probably aware of on top of the double pull of the reversed compromise and the upright totality. We have an upright 9 of air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. Somebody's worrying too much. And now, course of action, on top of the creator, we have the upright 7 of air, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. That timing, it's always a problem, isn't it? And on top of the adventure, upright adventure, we have a reversed ace of earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising new business venture, important documents or contracts. Somebody's not getting the contract that they thought they were going to get. Well, what a bummer. Story of my life, guys. Story of my life. Right? Oh, Larissa thinks she's going to do this. Oh, no, she's not. We're going to get in her way and screw up everything she's working on. Sucks, doesn't it? A lot of people are looking at contracts right now. I know that. I'm not looking at contracts right now. Are you kidding? You saw me. Oh, all right. So, in the center, on the upright awareness and upright Queen of Earth, we have a reverse 13, embracing the shadow love. No thank you, right? No thank you. No thank you. And then forces of play that you may not be aware of on the reverse silence and the upright 7 of water, we have an upright 31, inner child innocence. Somebody was innocent in this who folks thought was really guilty. There again, story of my life, right? Story of my life. People always thinking I'm guilty of doing something, right? Because of this, that, or the other thing, right? My girlfriend as in friend who's my girl, Stephanie, her mom always thinking I was going to be stealing, always hovering over us and yelling at me and made me so uncomfortable, didn't like being down at her house. No. My mother, always going through my stuff, right? Thinking I'm doing something wrong. Right? People gossiping because they don't understand, always thinking something's wrong. Oh, total innocence, right? I know how that goes. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Makes for a very, very, very miserable time. And so, on forces at play that you're probably aware of, on top of the reversed compromise and totality and 9 of air, expecting the worst, we have an upright 21, master healer, self-healing. Somebody says, no thank you, I'll take care of it myself. And they did. And on the course of action, on the creator, upright creator, and upright 7 of air, we have an upright 18, good fortune, abundance. Well, there's the good fortune. There's the abundance. Right, there it is. Good thing it's coming in for somebody, right? So on the angel read, somebody wasn't getting what they wanted, but here in this read, somebody is. That's the way it goes in the two sides there, right? Because what did Osho say? That there was no compromise here. No, there's a winner and there's a loser in this one, right? And on the course of on the outcome, on the upright adventure and the reversed inflow of abundance, we have an upright 10, distant healing, healing transmission. Somebody finally got the message. Finally got the message, huh? Well, good for you. Well, good for you. I hope that works out for you. Anyway, have a good day.